What's up, everyone? Welcome to TSW5 once again, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Boston to Worcester route, featuring the HSP46, the CTC3, and CTC5 cab car, as well as an updated F40PH-3C. We're going to be exploring all four of these vehicles today, and then we're going to run a geometry extra from Boston to Worcester. I believe I'm pronouncing that right. Worcester? It's not Worcester, it's Worcester. It has to be. But first things first, we're going to go ahead and check out the HSP46 MBTA. So if you guys come down here, we see Geometry Extra Boston to Worcester. That is what we will be driving. We won't be doing the whole scenario today, but we will be doing a good chunk of it and then obviously finishing it up later on, and then as well as possibly a conductor mode on a stopping service, possibly driving a stopping service. But yeah, let's go ahead and do this one to Ashland. Actually, we'll do one to the yard since it'll give us a better view of being able to check it out. Alright, so we do have an Amtrak to our left here. Let's go ahead and get on out. I'm not worried about the timetable because we won't be driving this. Proceed as signals indicate. Roger that. So here's our HSP 46 diesel. Looks very cool. This is the newest addition to the TSW5 fleet. Very cool. We got these bi-levels as well. I believe the previous one, like the Boston Sprinter is what it's called, only had the single level coaches. Why are all y'all on this train? We're going to the yard. What's all these people doing on my train for? But yep, we do have these new bi-levels, which we'll head back to the back here and take a look at the... What am I getting stuck on? Head to the back here and take a look at the cab of the cab car real fast. Oh, we got a route map. Where'd that come from? Nice. It's not really a map, though. I guess that's more of your ad here. But looks like we got a train, just nothing full of bi-levels today. Let's go ahead and come back to the rear door here, if we can. I don't see what equipment. Aha. Here is a look at the cab. Pretty sure that's supposed to come down, but with the way it is now, with the way the platforms are, I don't think it's going to. So this is your conductor side. Obviously, here's a look at the interior of this car. It looks very cool, actually. Kind of reminds me of the Metrolink ones, of the newer Metrolink Rotom cars. I think it's the same company that made them. Got our screens here, destination screens, all of that. Let's go upstairs. For this train going into a yard... Oh, I did not want to give up. Oh, well. Stop at location, Amtrak runner. Oh, we're moving. We're moving. Well, that's not good. Okay, well, I guess I messed up. So we have a barrier now, but this is, we can't even sit. Oh, we can't even sit in the engineer seat. Oh man, I messed up. But here's a look at what the cab car looks like. And we'll have to basically head back and see what the HSP, because I think this was an F40. Yep, there's that single level coach. That is not an F40. I wonder if I could climb up here. Aha! There we go. So this is the HSP46 locomotive. Very nice. Got a lot of knobs. Got a lot of switches and stuff. Up front here. I do... Oh. Oh. Where'd you come from? Uh-oh. I think we're about to leave too. But I do like how everything you need is on this screen right here. So like brake, wheel slip, parking brake, your whole consist. And then we have this screen right here, which is interactive. So check like your HVAC if you have any faults, maintenance. I don't know what the password is. Yeah, I don't know what the password is, so. But, yeah. Oop. We got that, and then obviously this screen is operational as well. I like that. I do like that about this locomotive. Got a nice little cup holder over here. Can't go in through the engine doors, unfortunately. We got a fuse box back here. And obviously there's your back panel. And then this is the conductor side, also with a functioning screen. So my question is, why is your brake and trail? It should be in lead, but that's not my problem, not my train. And then now we're going to go take a look at an F40, which I'm hoping there's one here. See you, bud. We do got one of these, but there I don't think I'm going to see a cab car anytime soon. Is that an F40? That is an F40. Nice. So we've seen this already. I don't know what has actually changed. We don't have permission. But looks like we have a PTC screen up there. Looks like we got a HVAC system over here, it looks like. Yep, definitely HVAC. Oh, where'd you come from? Obviously, there's the back panel. I don't know what has changed. Oh, we're moving. We are moving. Oh, no, we don't want to do this. We don't want to do this. But, yep, standard F40. Adios. Don't do that while it's in motion, ladies and gentlemen. Do not do what I just did. Okay, so I do not see a single level cab car, which we've already also kind of explored previously. Looks like this one has a multi-level as well. Yes, it does. All right, I'll be right back then. All right, and this is the cab car for the single levels, which, like I said, we've already seen before. Looks a little different, not gonna lie, but I think it's the same thing. It's been a while since we've actually showcased it off. And here is the sound of the bell. And what do we have? We have an F40 back there. Yes, we do. So this is an all single level consist. Interesting. I'm surprised they didn't put no double or bi-levels on here. Commuter rail outbound to Worcester, except we're inbound. We're an inbound train. That's interesting. Not gonna lie. It only unlocked one door? Really? Whatever. But yep, this is the cab car here. Got our ATC stuff, cab signaling up there. Obviously, we have the door paneling stuff. All right, back in the cab here of the HSP46 locomotive. Let's go ahead and turn on that cab light. So we have to wait about a minute for our stuff. So what do we have? The EP is applied and the alerter is cut out. So we want to cut in the alerter. And let's go ahead and sit back here. I believe our rear marker lights are on. Now, for a geometry train, this is a very odd consist. We have the single level and then a couple bi-levels. Now, I'm not too sure if, like, the bi-levels are carrying workers or whatever, but I just thought it was a very odd consist. So we want the parking brake, which I think is off. Okay, so parking brake is good. Let's go ahead and release this. We'll put you in the forward. And here's the sound of the horn and the bell from MBTA HSP46. Actually has a much better sounding horn than I thought, not gonna lie. I like that sound. I like that horn. And as you can see to the left there, they do have destination screens on the cars themselves. So it's about 24 degrees outside, so I'm going to go ahead and turn on the fan to low and turn you on to max heat. Oh, I got to turn on the generator field. That's what I forgot to do. I'm like, why are we not moving? That is why. There we go. Now we're moving. Let's go ahead and turn on the HEP real fast. We want HE feed through. I think that light's already on. So yeah, HEP is already on, so we're good there. We're currently on a 10-mile-an-hour zone. So, shows here 20, but it's actually a 10-mile-an-hour zone. Makes absolutely no sense, but I don't understand it. I know it's something to do with the cab signaling, but I just don't understand it. So here we are leaving Boston, MA. Station out here. Cab signaling. Where is our cab signals? Or do we not have cab signals? Oh, there it is. I'm like, wait a minute. I'm dumb. I'm dumb. Don't. I'm dumb. But, yeah, like I said, here we are leaving Boston. Oh, that visor. Ooh, I don't like that. I don't like that being right there either. I don't like it in that placement. I don't think we have an independent brake on this. No, we don't. So we just have air brakes today. So it's going to be 10 for a little bit, then we got up 15, and then we hit 30. But yeah, geometry train. Very, like I said, very interesting concept for one of those. I'm not sure if maybe the single level has like testing equipment or something. I really couldn't tell you guys. I could not tell you guys. But hopefully you guys had a good Thanksgiving. It was yesterday. I was actually supposed to work today, but my work truck has been having some issues with either the thermostat or the radiator. But since nobody's in the actual central office, go figure, higher ups ain't working today, but yet we had to work. Go figure. All the spare trucks are at the office. Nobody's in the office to unlock it or anything. So I can get a spare truck so Mike can go in the shop. So I am off today. So I have a nice 4-day weekend. I'm excited for that. Very excited for that. Alright, so now we're up at a 15 here. We were going 12 anyway, so it's not like it really matters for us. But yeah, hopefully you guys had a good Thanksgiving. Spent some time with friends, family, ate a lot of food, all of that good stuff. We actually went to my in-laws. So we had our Thanksgiving last weekend with her mother's side, or my mother-in-law's side of the family. So we had our Thanksgiving that Saturday night. Yesterday was kind of just the in-laws and her grandma, and we just had pizza from this place up in Peoria. Like basically taking baked pizzas. They make them there. You can take them home and bake them. It's kind of like Papa Murphy's, but a little bit better. So we did that, and it was pretty fun. Definitely pretty fun. And here I am Friday morning recording this video for you guys because I thought I was supposed to work, and I don't. Oh, man. Alright, so it looks like we got an interstate to our right here. Like I said, we're not going to be showcasing the entire route today. We're going to be going only a little bit of it, and then we're going to finish it off in another episode. Obviously, do some conductor mode with this, and then some conductor mode in Metrolink. We've already done the LIRR conductor mode, and we'll probably do some conductor mode with Amtrak as well. Like this is a station. Yep, this is a station right here. But we pass all stations. We are a geometry train. We pass all stations. Not a fan of that stuttering getting into the station here. Track 7. Oh, we are speeding. We want to keep it at a constant 30. So we're about 37 miles away from Worcester. I believe I'm pronouncing that right. 37 miles away. But yeah, I'm actually like a fan of this screen to the right here, where it shows everything. Like we got our fuel, HEP, where reverser is, idle, or the throttle. You got your brake pipes, LED indicators for everything. If there's any faults, I do like this screen, as well as this one. I mean, this one doesn't really show much. I mean, we got operator messages and switches, which HEP, all that good stuff. So it's very cool. We got more menus. We got like locomotive monitor. I'll tell you all this stuff. Inbound, outbound. We got an alert. There we go. But yeah, very cool. So more menu, and then we have like downloading. We got loco tests, trip monitors, all of that good stuff. We want fresh air on. I'm not sure what the TMS system is, because I know Metra uses these on their train, but I'm not too sure what it actually is for. I'm hoping once we get out of the Boston area, we'll start to go a little bit faster, because I'm hoping we don't have to go 30 the entire way. Looks like a diversion clear. Definitely looks like a oh no, advanced approach diverging. I mean, I don't know what it is for MBTA, but it's a approach diverging for CN. Fast ER, fair ER. Faster, fairer. Looks like we're coming up to another station here. Let's go ahead and apply the brakes so we're not speeding. Our throttle is in idle. So along with this route, we're taking charge of passenger traffic in the commuter suburbs of central Massachusetts. This is the second route for MBTA in TSW5, and I think the only one for Train Sim, because I don't think Train Sim Classic has an MBTA, anything MBTA related that they have made. So the speed limit is 40, but we're still on a 30. So it's probably like the signal speed is 40. Oh, there we go. Now it's at 40. But this is a 45 mile from Boston to Framingham, Worcester, as the line was in 2019. So this isn't current. This is the way the line was in 2019. So we have the HSP46, which we're in the F40PH-3C, which we've showcased in the previous release of the other DLC. Looks like we're on a clear. Nice. And then we have the bi-level and single-level cars for BTC and CTC. Another interesting point that they said on the Steam page is that an unusual form of operation occurs during peak hours whereby trains run on the wrong road, which I'm assuming is the wrong track. So inbound is on the other track and outbound is on the wrong track, to accommodate a selection of stations featuring only one platform, such as those alongside the I-90 highway at Newtonville, West Newton, and Auburndale. At other times, trains are required to change tracks. So we do run wrong main a little bit, it looks like, but I think we're getting out of Boston here because we're starting to speed up a little bit more. Freight and Amtrak services are a part of this route if you have the other DLCs. So the ALC or the ACS 64, Acela Express, as well as I think it's CSX that runs on this, possibly Norfolk Southern, I'm not sure, but I think it's CSX that runs here. So now we're at 79. Let's go ahead and run that. a lot of yard tracks to our right here. I'm not too sure if that's... I don't think that's Boston's yard, but there's a lot of yard tracks. So they did mention something about the signaling, and I thought it was pretty interesting that they have been going through and updating all the signals and signal systems on this route. So like I said, this is based in 2019. This is not a current 2024 route. This was based back in 2019. But the recent signal history began in 1988 when Conrail, who owned this line at the time, initiated a signal modernization project. Now, I'm not too sure why we're stuttering. I don't understand why this game does this so much. Alright, looks like all the passengers are clear. There we go. So we're at 670 out of 79. We got to slow down to a 60. $60 for the curve probably, and then back up to 79, and then back up to 60. Yeah, I'm not too sure why it stutters as much as it does. Now we can go back up to a 79. But the first phase of this project extended from control point 187, I believe, Shodak, New York. Looks like we had one of our counterparts. Whoa, what is that? F40. That's one of the ones from the Creators Club. It's one of MBTA's leasers. Don't worry about it. It's from the Creators Club. Definitely was an ex-Amtrak F40. Oh man. And it went from control point 187 in, I believe, Shodak, New York, to CP33 in Westboro, Massachusetts. I'd say we go 79, but we're coming up to a 60. Looks like we are on a clear, so we're good there. Figure this would be easier, that way we don't have to stop at every station. Yep, there's the 60. So 79 coming soon. I'm not too sure if there's any grade crossings along this route. How do you guys say it? Is it route or route? Because I've been saying route, and when I worked at Amazon, that's all they said. It was route, but then I've been told it's route. How do you guys say it? Go ahead and put the throttle in idle. We are coming back up to that 79. But throughout those control points, the entire signaling system was replaced with one that utilizes cab signals, with wayside signals only being present at control points. During the period, MBTA commuter rail services terminated in Framingham, so halting the signal modernization project in Westboro allowed trains lacking cab signals to continue providing passenger services between Framingham and Boston. Which makes sense. I think I'm saying that right. Framingham? I think it's Framingham. Alright, so now we can go back up to 79 here. We're on another clear, so you guys can definitely see the different signals that we have on this line. Like back then we had the tricolors, now we have like the single circular ones. And then we have like the Vader signals coming up as well. But by the mid-90s, majority of MBTA equipment operating out of South Station was equipped with cab signals, which contributed to the launch of passenger services to Worcester in September of '94. It's like we got no other speed restrictions. We are good. So I see what they're talking about with the platforms on the one track, which is that one right there. So I see what they're talking about now. Because this looks like a platform too, except it's just trashed. Definitely trashed. But in '96, the decision was made to restore the second track between Westboro and Worcester and to begin another phase of the signal modernization project. Once completed, the signal system between Westboro and Control Point 21 in Framingham became cab signal territory, with wayside signals being present at control points like previously. The existing signal, oh, I didn't even see what signal that was. I think it was a clear. But the existing signal configuration between Framingham and Boston was deemed to be unworthy of a replacement at the time. But in early 2020, MBTA finished upgrading the signal system between Framingham and Boston. It took 32 years and 3 separate projects to modernize the entire line, which is crazy. So here we are along highway, I think it said it was 90, Interstate 90, right? Yeah, I-90. But yep, I do see what they're talking about with the single platforms now. Looks like we are coming back up to a 60 here. But overall, the line looks, I like it. I love how it goes through like the residentials on the side. It runs right along the interstate. I think that is pretty cool. Looks like we're at milepole 10. We got about 29 miles left to go till we hit Worcester. We're on a clear. But yes, unfortunately, like I was saying with 2020, when they upgraded it some more, we will not be seeing those signals due to the fact of this was set in 2019. So I do get the whole wrong main running for that. And I'm pretty sure this is because of not much space, which is understandable. So I could definitely see why the trains would be running the wrong main. I definitely see why they are running the wrong main. It looks like we're on a 60 for a while here. Looks like we're going to be on an approach signal coming up. Nope, nope, now it's a clear. We're good. I don't think we actually have a timetable to get into Worcester. I don't think we do. So due to the time period in which this route that we're on currently was designed, we're able to experience a wide array of signal types. During the first and second signal modernization phases, Conrail utilized color tri-light signals, which we saw in the very beginning, a trend that continued until the sale of the company in '99, at which point CSX Transportation acquired trackage rights of this line. Each CSX signal project from that point utilized color light signals with a large hood on them. You'll hear them as Darth Vader signals. And you'll see some of those where CSX has performed infrastructure upgrades. And between control point 11 and Boston, you'll encounter the aging searchlight signals that weren't deemed worthy of replacement back in '96. The ones at control point 11 and control point 3 were preserved after the MBTA completed their signal project in 2020, so a bit of history still remains on the line, which we have seen. I believe just the signal we just passed was the one that was preserved. So yes, looks like we're coming up to another clear here. We're coming up to 58 out of the 60, so let's go ahead and slow that throttle down a little more. I didn't even see where the signal was. Oh well, we'll be fine. Like, we're now back to having platform on each side. I do like these rock formations, though. That does look pretty cool. This line does look pretty neat so far. I'm liking it. Hope you guys are too. I know I'm a little late to the party on this one, but better late than never is what I usually say. I'm also late with Farming Sim 25. I haven't even gotten that yet. I was supposed to pre-order it, but I forgot to, honestly, and I still don't have it. And then I think Microsoft Flight Sim comes out, I think it's this month or next month. So we'll have that as well, the Flight Sim 24, 25, whichever one it was. So it's going to be a lot. A lot of games. Oh, I don't need that. Get off the yellow line, people. Not a fan of the stuttering this game does whatsoever. That was a very short platform. So I don't know if you guys heard, but MBTA-161, the second Phase 1 Heritage unit, is now presumably retired and going to be either a parts locomotive. Oh, advanced approach. Is going to either be a parts locomotive or a scrapped on site after an engine fire at Ivy City Yard in DC. Now, the cause of the fire is still undetermined. Someone said it could be something to do with the oil in the engine. Someone said they may have thrown a lit cigarette in some oil near the locomotive. It was trailing on one of the trains, so who knows what could have happened. But, yep, the curse of Phase 1 continues with 156 going down previously, getting replaced with 161. And now 161 is down. And honestly, I don't understand rail fans in this day and age, because they are more worried about a locomotive and which locomotive was getting repainted versus making sure that, you know, nobody got hurt, nobody got killed or whatever. And that's what I don't understand about rail fans. Because, like, a heritage unit hits a car or, like, hits a truck or something like 66 did. Everybody was so concerned about the unit and nobody was really concerned about the crew. And then you got people in, like, Facebook comments like, well, why are you worried about a piece of metal and not the crew members if the crew members are okay? And it's just like, I don't understand. Like, it's just a big piece of metal. It's literally just a locomotive. Another one can take its place. You can repaint a locomotive, but you can't save a life. Or you can repaint a locomotive, but you can't, like, you can't redo a life, basically. So I don't understand the people that are just like, oh no, the locomotive's gonna get, oh no, it's not gonna get repainted, it's retired. Oh no, I wonder what's gonna take its place. Like, why does it matter? I'm sure that's on Amtrak's least priority, is figuring out a replacement for it, and now they're on to figuring out more of their power shortage, because another locomotive just went down. I think the locomotive in front of it also sustained damage, so now they're down 2 locomotives instead of 1. I'm not sure about any other equipment, but I heard some passenger cars were also caught in the flames, so now they're down some more equipment. But no, the foamers are more worried about, oh no, is the locomotive going to get replaced? Well, that's the least of Amtrak's worries right now. And I'll never understand it. I'll never understand it. So I know it says we're supposed to go 60, but signal speed is 45. It's very, very foggy, I guess, out there. We're on an approach, it looks like, at 161, 16.1 probably. So now signal speed is 30. So we'll go 45. We'll go 45. But yeah, that I'll just never understand, why people are more concerned about a locomotive than somebody else's life. Like, it's a locomotive. If that one's destroyed, another one will get repainted. Amtrak has shown that. Instead of, not the veterans locomotive, that one got retired, but I mean, they repainted a Phase 1. There's a new Phase 2. They have a new Phase 4, which I actually saw leading the southbound City of New Orleans last night. Caught me by surprise. So I was going to get my camera out because I'm just like, it's probably just a normal City of New Orleans with the P42, and then next thing you know, 161 or 164 passes by. I'm just like, man, I missed it. But should be leading 58 tomorrow morning, so I'm hoping I can catch it then. So right now we're still at a 30. Signal speed is 30. Track speed is 60. So I don't know. I think what we'll do is we're gonna stop at this station here, and we're gonna call it an episode because we're at 23 miles. Actually, you know, we'll get down to 20 miles. We'll get this down to about 20 miles, and then we'll end the episode. Like everybody was just standing right there. Like we do have a stop signal coming up. Probably going to change to an approach once we pass this one. No. But thankfully, work has started to actually slow down. It's been a very warm fall here in Illinois. And temperatures are now starting to actually drop in the 30s, the 20s. I think last night it was like 22, and I think the high, like today, is only supposed to be like 27-ish. I think that's what it says, because right now it says it's 25 with the real feel of 14. Which is very cold. Very cold. My wife is with her mother right now, because she spent the night there. I had to come back because I thought I had to work. And they're going Black Friday shopping. And I'm over here recording videos, so I have to come back down there to pick her up because I took the car home. So I have to drive back over there, and we're going to go look for a gaming PC for her. Don't think we're going to get one today, but she does need a new gaming PC. And we're going to be looking at TVs for us as well. Alright, looks like we're on a stop indicator. Proceed at restricted speed. Let's go ahead and pull up to the signal here. And then we will pick this up in another episode. We're going to pull up just a tad bit. We'll stop. We'll end this episode. And then we will pick it up in another video up this week. Finishing off the route. I kind of hate the fogginess that we got going on today. I definitely do not like that fogginess we got going on today. Alright guys, well, hopefully y'all enjoyed. Like I said, we'll pick this up again this week. Get the rest of this geometry train to Worcester after we proceed here on restricted speed. But yeah guys, hopefully y'all enjoyed, and I'll catch you on the next video. Take care everyone.